and was completely silent.
Excuse me, doctors.
Hey.
Hi. Have either one of you seen Eve around?
Nope.
No.
Okay, well, tell her I'm looking for her if you do.
Okay, sure.
Okay, see you later.
Dr. Burgess looks happy, huh?
I just posted a surgical rotation. It's a slim list.
Well, your name's not on it.
Yeah. Well, what can you do?
Don't forget the toxicology lecture at 3.
You okay?
Yeah, I can move out west. Maybe my reputation for harming my patients won't follow me there.
Hey, we can take my car.
Yeah, your name's not on it either.
Oh, no, didn't you hear? There's something terribly wrong with my hands, Karen. Boardman says I can't operate at GH.
Why am I not surprised to find you two together?
Listen, Julie, whatever you think you saw,
I know what I saw. You kissing my half-naked roommate.
you've misunderstood.
You were demonstrating resuscitation techniques?
Oh, Eve, I've been looking for you. Sorry, am I interrupting here?
What can I do for you?
Well, I was wondering if you talked to your friend.
Why don't we discuss it outside? When Eve and I moved in together, she told me this really sad story about getting involved with a married man during med school. How taken she was by his charm. The line I recall he used with her was, "My wife doesn't understand me." So Mom didn't understand you?
Julie, it's so complicated.
How complicated can it be? You slept with a student of yours. It happens all the time.
Not to me, it doesn't.
Well, good for you. But tell me, what more did Mom have to do to understand you? She put up with your long hours and crazy schedules. She took a back seat at dinner parties where she was just an ornament on your arm. Not understand you? She built her life around you.
It was a very bad time in our marriage. Honey, after your brother died, I was a wreck for years, and so was she. We blamed each other.
Is that your excuse?
I'm not trying to make an excuse. I feel terrible about it.
Why should I believe that?
You believe what you want, just don't judge what you don't understand.
I told you I would call you when I heard the results of your blood test. What is it with you?
I don't understand something. These results are very important to me.
I didn't mean to snap at you. I called Jake and he told me he wasn't finished yet. He said he'd page me as soon as he was through.
All right. Let's just take it easy here. What's the matter? You look a little tired. Has, Devlin been bothering you again?
His breathing bothers me.
What's he done now?
Don't worry about it. I'm sure he's being punished as we speak.
By his daughter?
Listen, you might as well hear this from me before it gets around. Bennett kissed me in the on-call room and Julie walked in.
He kissed you? Well, I thought you were his ex.
I am. I am. I didn't want him to do that.
Well, that's what happens when you mess around with this guy in the first place, huh?
Afternoon.
No, it's not.
What's up?
Well, I didn't make surgical rotation. Big surprise.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Guess I've lived through worse.
It's so unfair. I mean, I don't know, maybe Chris was right. I mean, maybe there's someone out there trying to frame us each one by one.
Well, it's no big mystery who is keeping Matt off the surgical rotation.
What, Boardman?
Yeah. He says he doesn't think Matt can function effectively in an operating room.
You gotta be kidding. That is discrimination.
Yes.
Hey, Matt deserves to prove himself just like anyone else does.
Doctors, I suggest you stop gossiping and get a life.
We were just discussing how poorly Matt is being treated. Can't you intervene?
I wish I could, but I am not the senior surgical resident.
But it's so unfair.
To Matt, perhaps. To the patients, perhaps not.
How can you say that?
Because conceivably, Matt could have a muscle spasm in the middle of a craniotomy. Conceivably, he couldn't withstand the rigors of an extra innings bypass.
But you're dramatizing the worst-case scenario.
Which could conceivably happen. What if someone gets hurt and even dies because Matt wanted his chance and was not up to it? Is that fair?
If we lived by what ifs, we wouldn't get out of bed in the morning.
In a perfect world, Matt would get his shot. But you and I both know that we don't live in a perfect world.
What, do you think I'm perfect?
Well, I kind of thought you were.
Well, I'm not. Okay? I make mistakes. I associate with you, don't I?
Well, come on now, don't lump me in that category. I'm not some jerk running around hitting on young interns.
Well, what kind of a jerk are you?
The one that can't figure out what you were doing with this guy in the first place.
Just unlucky, I guess. Oh, I'm sure that all your partners have been perfect.
Well, no, I mean, I've had a few nutty ones.
Oh, no, really? Well, I think Lucy Coe is just your regular, average, run-of-the-mill normal person.
Well, no, not by comparison. I had one that, the fangs came out at happy hour.
Did Scotty get bitten?
No, Scotty plunged his big silver stake through her heart.
A gentleman doesn't stab and tell.
Anyway, whatever my previous relationships were, there was always, a lot of laughs and fun, and once in a while, a little wild sex. But, I just can't figure out what Bennett, this stiff, what did he have to offer?
A lady never tells either.
Eve, did you love him?
Oh, come on. Do I look stupid?
I don't know. What was it then?
I don't know. I was young. I was still on the learning curve of life, and believe me, I learned fast, man. Nuns have the right idea.
Oh, come on. Can I get a straight answer out of you ever?
He hurt me, all right? A lot. I believed him when he said that he needed me. I figured it out eventually. And then he comes to town. I thought it was over. Now Julie hates me.
Well, I'm sure she hates her father a little bit, too.
Oh, no, I'm sure he'll manage to wiggle his way off the hook somehow. Excuse me. Those are the results.
What? You calling?
Well, what do you think I'm doing?
Okay.
Hey, it's me. Do you have the results? Great. Are you sure?
All right, give it to me straight.
You tested positive for hallucinogens.
Damn it!
Are you sure you haven't been having any fun on the side?
No, somebody drugged me.
Listen, all right. Before you go making any wild accusations, there are a number of things that could throw off a drug test. There's cold pills, cough medicine, poppy seed muffins have been known to make a test come back positive.
Oh, wait a minute. You know, Serena and I were making muffins the other day, and maybe she added too many poppy seeds.
Well, there's your answer.
No, I was hallucinating. I saw my dead wife. There were fish swimming around in my water glass.
What if you have food allergies? Oh, my God. What if you have an aneurysm?
Oh.
Well, we should get you a CAT scan.
No,
Yes.
no. What for? Rex Stanton did it. And he's never going to do it again.
I met Eve when I was teaching in Minnesota. I was still mourning Buddy, and I was filled with all sorts of recriminations and feelings of guilt about his death. Teaching was an escape for me from a despair. Eve was in her third year, and she seemed a bright and eager student, and she came up and she talked to me a couple of times after class, and she'd come and visit sometimes during office hours. She was the most intelligent student by far that I'd ever encountered.
Oh, she's smart, all right.
I admit that I was flattered by her attention. I guess looking back, she was developing a major crush on me.
She was my age. How could you do this to Mother?
Oh, frankly, honey, I don't think that she would have cared. She wasn't interested in me at the time.
That's not true. She loves you. She's devoted her entire life to being your wife.
I know that, and I love her too, very, very much.
How can you say that after what you've done?
Because it's the truth. Eve was never any threat to our family. Honey, you gotta understand, I was broken inside. I was hurting like I never hurt him. There was a dark chasm in my soul that...
And Eve was ready and willing to jump in and fill you full of light?
I was a mess. And Eve was there, and she helped me through the worst time in my life.
Oh, damn it, Dad! You could have gone to a shrink instead. You could have gone on a golf junket with one of your buddies, but no. You chose to have an affair. It wasn't help. It was self-indulgence.
Well, for your information, I've regretted it ever since. And it will not happen again.
Unless you decide you need more help.
Maybe I should take your advice next time and play golf. Julie, I'm not perfect. I try to be. And sometimes I pretend to be. But I just get tired. And I make mistakes. And all I can hope is that somewhere in your heart, someday, you will find a way to understand and to forgive me.
Don't hold your breath.
So unfair what they're doing to Matt.
Here he comes.
Hey.
You want something to drink?
Sure. Cranberry juice, please, with a lime. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
No reason.
Was that the topic of discussion?
Okay, you caught us.
So, what do you think about me?
We were just saying how ridiculous it is what Boardman's doing to you. I mean, you should have a shot at this, Matt.
You would think.
So, are you going to fight it?
Thank you. No, Joe, I'm going to lie down and take it like a dog.
Good for you.
You know, if Boardman thinks that I'm a danger to the patients, I've got a news flash for him from the 90s. My spasms can be controlled with medication, and with the proper equipment, I can reach anywhere on the operating table. But that's not even the point.
Well, what is?
Any surgeon will tell you that it's a mind game. You have to have the guts, the arrogance, to invade someone else's body and fix what's wrong with it.
But Matt, you're not arrogant.
I do have a fascination with the human body. It's incredible. I mean, it just works so amazingly well. But sometimes it can be quite fragile and needs repairing. You know, I have spent every spare moment I have thinking about what I learned and studying how to repair it. I mean, that's why I'd make a great surgeon. There's not one doctor on staff that has greater determination than I do to fix anything that can possibly be fixed.
You gotta get Burgess to help you.
She's done all she can.
Listen, maybe we can help.
How?
Frank was telling me the story about this ambulance company brass that had a hard time accepting this woman because she had a disability. She wanted to be a paramedic.
Mm-hmm.
She had a prosthetic lower leg.
Right.
So they pulled the crews to see if it was okay with them. I think they thought they could shift the blame there if the crews said no. But they didn't. I mean, they checked this lady out, saw that she could do the job, and she ended up getting the job.
Of course.
We could do that. We could tell Boardman how much we support Matt.
Absolutely. We could get all the interns together.
Yeah.
You guys,
What?
I'm blushing from all the attention.
Well, you better get used to it. I'm going to call Burgess, see if I can get her on board.
Okay.
Hey, let me give you a warning.
Yeah.
That guy could get very used to friends like you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, what did Burgess say?
She said it can't hurt to petition.
This is too much, you guys. It's a major battle here.
No, so I'm not above a good rumble.
So I've noticed. And they call me stubborn. Listen, I gotta go to the ER. Call me if you decide I'm running for president, will ya?
You'll be at least the third to know.
Here you go.
Take care, man.
See ya.
Take care.
Bye.
That Matt.
He's a real fighter.
So
I was...
Go ahead.
No, it's you this time.
You, please.
Please.
No, go.
Okay. I was going to say that, I'm glad that we have so many projects to work on. It keeps me from thinking about things.
Look, if you need to talk about anything, I'm here for you.
I know you are. Thank you.
Don't speak to me. Not even if it's to apologize. You don't owe me an apology. It's my mother you hurt. Well, did it ever occur to you that maybe your parents just really didn't get along? You'd really like to believe that, wouldn't you? I'm just trying to make you understand, Julie. Oh, I understand, all right. You threw yourself at him. Oh, is that what he said? How long did it take, anyway? I mean, how many after-school cram sessions? How many special problems did you consult over before you got him in the sack? Dr. Morris? I'll be right there. There's a pileup on the highway. They need extra help in the ER.
Get this man to room 5.
Let's go.
This patient is critical. I need backup.
I'm here.
Not you. This patient needs surgery. Get her to the OR. Room 7 has facial lacerations.
This is the driver. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Steering wheel was collapsed. Windshield broken. BP is higher in the left arm than the right. Pulses are weak and tachycardic.
Took you long enough to get here. This is a deceleration injury. Tell OR we either have an aortic tear or a dissecting aorta.
Bad out there?
Yeah, it's horrible. There's a whole bunch
Talk
of...
later. Get a trauma room ready. Start 2 more large bore IVs. Monitor his blood pressure. Strip him and order blood. Lots of it.
Yes, doctor.
Wait, you're going to need some help. Dr. Lambert, over here.
Yeah.
This is going to take teamwork. Now let's go, people.
All right. I can handle it if you can. I can work with anyone, even a slut like you.
I see you can walk a straight line today.
What was that?
Well, just that the effects of the drug seems to have worn off.
Look, I was a little sick. But I have to explain to a bum like you.
Look, don't you think you're a little old to be acting like this? Chewing mushrooms, dropping acid. That's hardly the behavior of a responsible parent.
I don't think you're in any position to talk about daughters.
Meaning?
Meaning, hitting on an intern is not exactly model behavior.
You're Eve's protector now.
I'm Eve's friend.
I'd reconsider that if I were you. She doesn't come cheap.
How'd you like that, big mouth?
Tonight, John Goodman joins Dan Aykroyd for an unforgettable Soul Man at its new time, 8/7 Central. Then don't miss the series premiere of Over the Top, ABC Tonight. Watch what happens on All My Children today.